Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar and I'm going to demonstrate how to install IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management on IBM Cloud Private and how to configure IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management and use it. IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management is a multi-cloud cost optimization solution on IBM Cloud Private. First, the user has to download the installable from the IBM Passport Advantage site. I have already downloaded the installable. The user has to first extract the installable. The user will see the following four files in the tar. The first one is the readme.txt and then the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management tar file, which has the IBM Cloud Cost Asset Management chart file, help chart, as well as the images required for deploying the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Manager. And then it has the IBM Cloud Management Platform, which is the prereq for installing the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management. And then there is another tar which has the supporting scripts, the pre-install and the post-install supporting scripts. So let us first extract the pre and post-install tar. So this tar file has the pre-install and the post-install supporting scripts for both IBM Cloud Management Platform as well as the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management. First, we need to do the pre-install steps for deploying IBM Cloud Cost Management Platform. This has two folders, resources, where it has a properties file. These are the various properties information which the user need to fill in and for creating the secrets required for deploying and running the IBM Cloud Management Platform. User can find more information on the properties values they have to provide for creating the secrets in the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management Knowledge Center. I have updated the properties file. Now let us execute the scripts. The script with -h option provides the help. So we need to provide the properties file, which is mandatory, and it supports different options like -c for creating the secrets. This will not override the existing secrets, and if you have the user want to recreate the secrets, they can give -r. If the user want to delete the secrets, they can give -d. So let us execute the script. The user has to place the certificate files under the resources cert folder. I have not placed that, so that's why it's failing. I have copied the certificates now. But before executing the script, the user has to point to the ICP cluster on which the user is going to install the IBM Cloud Management Platform and the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management. This is the ICP cluster. So let's log into the cluster. So the user would need to download the command line tools required to talk to the ICP cluster. Here they can find information on installing the IBM Cloud Private CLI and installing the kubectl CLI and the installing Helm and the installing Istio. The user has to first log into ICP cluster using the cloudctl command. Provide the username, password, and select the cluster account. and select the namespace. We are going to select the default namespace. So the user has now logged into the ICP cluster. So from your local system, you're pointing to the ICP cluster. The kubectl has been configured for that. Now we can execute the script. C for creating, and let us provide the properties file name. So the namespace demo core has been created and all other secrets are created successfully. Now we need to load the PPA into the local ICP registry. For that, we need to log into the demo core namespace, because in this namespace only we are going to deploy the IBM Cloud Management Platform. So we need to log into that particular namespace. This time let us select tree for the demo core namespace. When the required namespace and the secrets are created in the namespace, the user have to log into Docker registry where the images are going to get pushed. I'm doing this setup from a Mac system, so I need to follow the instructions provided in configuring authentication for the Docker CLI for macOS and then log into that. First thing is I need to get a secure copy of the register certificate from the master node. I need to provide the password for the ICP system. And the certificate has been successfully copied. Now from the client computer, I need to add the certificate to the keychain. I need to replace the cluster C admin domain name with the mycluster.icp and provide the password for the system. And it's done. So now I will be able to, after copying the certificates and configuring, now the user can do a Docker login to the ICP registry. Docker login cluster.icp. Provide the username, password, the login success. After logging into the ICP registry, the user can load the PPA archive to the ICP registry using the cloudctl command. Catalog, load PPA archive, name of the archive. This command is going to expand the archive and push the images to the image registry and the charts to the charts registry. The images and the charts have been successfully uploaded to the ICP registry. Since the charts and the images have been uploaded, the user should be able to see the chart in the catalog. Click the Runtime and Frameworks. So the IBM Cloud Management Platform Prod chart is available. So before installing the chart, so we need to create the required resources. It needs a couple of persistent volumes to be created. So let's review the Knowledge Center document and create the persistent volume which is needed by the IBM Cloud Management Platform chart. So we need to create the persistent volume core CouchDB. The NFS server is running in the ICP system. Click Create Resource. There are multiple ways in which the user will be able to create the persistent volumes. So let's see the different options first. So the user will be able to go to the platform and then storage and click create persistent volume. Here they will be able to provide the information what is provided in this document and then create the persistent volume. Once you have all the information as defined in a particular YAML file, then you'll be able to use a create resource and then create the persistent volume. I need to give the folder name which I have already configured. So the persistent volume has been created and it is available for use now. Now let us go and deploy the IBM Cloud Management Platform chart. Local charts. The README has the information about the chart details, prerequisites, resources required, how the chart can be installed using the Helm CLI, and the configuration information. Click Configure to start the configuration. First, the Helm release name has to be provided. Let's give the name as demo code, and we need to select the target namespace. We have created all our secrets in the target namespace, the demo code. Let's select that. Click the license agreement button. There are a couple of mandatory parameters which need to be provided. One is the API gateway URL, the ICP master house IP address, and 30091 is supported in which the API gateway URL is available. And the service type will select as node port. Storage type will select as NFS because already we have created a persistent volume with NFS. And then we need to provide the API gateway key. And there are a couple of other parameters. You have to unselect this checkbox and then click install. The chart deployment is in progress, so we will be able to review the status using the Helm CLI command line. Name of the release. So we could see that the chart is getting deployed and some of the containers are getting created and some of the pods are already running. The IBM Cloud Management Platform chart has been successfully deployed. Let us go and check in the UI. Workloads, Helm releases. We could see the chart deployed successfully here. Let's click that. And the user can see the different resources defined as part of the particular Helm chart deployment. So the prereq IBM Cloud Management Platform chart has been successfully deployed. Now the user can execute the pre-installed script and configure the system for deploying the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management chart. This is the property file which the user has to provide data for creating the namespace as well as creating the secrets in that particular namespace. I have updated the necessary information in the properties file, so now we can execute the script. ISC for create. Now the required namespace and the secrets have been created in that namespace. Now the user have to log into that particular namespace and then load the PPA archive to that particular namespace. Select the namespace we have created, 3. Now we can upload the PPA. Now the user can upload the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management chart. Catalog, PPA, archive, and then the name of the chart. The archive is getting expanded. The images are getting pushed to the ICP registry. In the meantime, let us create the persistent volumes which are required for deploying and running the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management. The Knowledge Center has information about the PVs required by Cost and Asset Management. 5 PVs has to be created. Create resource. Click create. We'll follow the same steps and create the remaining 4 PVs. Let us check the status of the PVs created. Platform, storage. All the PVs have been created successfully and they are available for use. The images and the charts have been successfully pushed to the ICP repository. Now the user will be able to see the IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management chart in the ICP catalog. Search for cost. The README has the information about the chart, the prerequisites, resources required, and the configuration information. Click configure. You need to first provide the Helm release name, then name as DemoCam, and the target namespace is DemoCam where the images have been pushed. Click the checkbox. The parameters. This is the ICP master host IP, gateway URL, (30091) is the port number, service type again node port, storage type is NFS. We have already created the persistent volumes, and here we need to give the namespace. And here you have the list of other parameters which can be set. Then click install. The chart deployment is in progress. We can review the status of the deployment using the Helm CLI. Helm status, release name, so some containers are already running and some are getting created. The charts have been successfully deployed. Let us confirm that in the UI. Workload, Helm releases. We could see here IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management is also successfully deployed. We can find the list of resources created as part of this deployment. We will be able to launch the IBM Cost and Asset Management UI from here. We will be able to launch the Cost and Asset Management UI from here. Before that, we need to complete the bootstrap process. The user has to provide set of parameters in this properties file. The host IP, the ICP master host IP, the client secret and the client ID used for the OIDC configuration, and the app user and the API key. The API key is the key which will be which the user had provided in the IBM Cloud Management Platform installation has the API gateway key. That key they have to provide here, and the new password. have added the necessary details in the properties file. Now we can execute the post install script. The bootstrap process has been completed successfully. Now the user will be able to launch the cost and asset management UI and access the cost and asset management application. Cost and asset management uses the ICP authentication. So the user who has to be given access to the cost and asset management has to be part of the ICP LDAP user group. After authentication, the ICP will redirect to the cost. The user has to click this checkbox to turn the bootstrap mode off. So we have successfully launched the cost and asset management application UI. Click Let's get started. The first step to access the cost and asset management to add a service provider. So let's add a Amazon Web Service provider. Click select. The user has to provide the access credentials and then click connect. The account information has been saved. Now the user has to add the Ascent account related to this billing account. The user has to provide the access credentials for accessing the asset and then click connect access. The account information has been saved now. Now the user can start analyzing. Click analyze accounts. First the credentials will be validated. Click proceed. The account analysis started. The analysis would take some time based on the amount of data. The data has been ingested and the data analysis completed successfully. Now let us go and review that in the cost dashboard. The cost dashboard gives the user the cost versus budget graph. So currently we have not defined any budgetary unit. That's why it's just showing the cost. Let's go and define the budgetary units. Click budgetary units. Assign a new budget. Select the budgetary unit name. Enter the description and provide the budget amount. The amount added as an annual budget are equally split for the 12 months. But the user has the option to modify the values for specific months. Click save. The budgetary unit has been successfully saved. Let's go back to the cost dashboard. The user can use cost versus budget graph to compare the cost with the budget and view trends and forecast cost. The user can use the cost versus budget graph to see the increase in the cost of resources or decrease in the cost of the resources. The user will be able to select a particular month and get the snapshot of information of a particular month. And here the red filled circle indicates the cost is over the budget. The cost versus budget graph has the information for 14 months, 12 previous months, the historic data plus the previous completed month and the current month. The forecast information is shown in a blue unfolded circle and it is connected with dots from the previous month. And the cost versus budgetary unit donut chart provides the information, allows the user to compare the cost with a specific asset account. The dark green part of the donut chart indicates the highest priced asset account. Clicking that applies the local filter across for that particular asset account across all the graphs in the dashboard. So the amount which is inside, it is specific to this particular asset account. And the user, and we can see the changes has been applied across all the graphs in this particular dashboard. Clicking again removes the filter. So now what the amount which is available in the middle is applicable to all the assets. And the cost versus category donut chart allows the user to compare the cost with the specific category. The dark pink chart indicates the highest cost category. Selecting that again applies the local filter across all the graphs in the cost dashboard. Clicking it again removes the filter. And the cost billing account, it provides the information about the different billing accounts. In our case, we have only one account configured. So that's why we are seeing only one billing account. And the invoice line items tables has the list of all the invoice line items. On a particular invoice item, click the particular item. Click the properties to see the properties of the invoice line item. And click the associated cost to see the cost associated with the invoice line item. And the user have the option to download the invoice line item details in a CSV file. The arrow mark in this cost indicates the cost has increased for this month of August. Similarly, the assets arrow mark indicates the number of assets have been increased, and it indicates the percentage. It increased by 41%. Cost has increased by 10%. And the 0% issues indicates there are no new issues in this current month. The CSV file has been downloaded. The user will be able to get the invoice line items in a CSV file like this. Let us review the assets dashboard. The size of the box indicates the cost of the asset, and the color indicates the utilization. So this will help the user in understanding the utilization of the various assets. And the cost versus asset type donut chart provides the information on the cost based on the asset type. The dark green part of the donut chart highlights the highest cost asset type. Clicking the dark green section of the donut chart applies the local filter across all the other graphs in the assets dashboard. Clicking it again removes the filters applied. The user will be able to see the information of the assets in a specific region by selecting that region. So the filter is applied to all the graphs in the asset dashboard. The assets table shows the information about the different assets. To get more information on an asset, select that asset. For a specific asset, you can see the cost over time information. You'll be able to see the issues over time and then the utilization over time. Now let us review the policies dashboard. The policies dashboard helps the user to understand the issues trend, whether the issues are increasing or whether they are decreasing. The issues by policy category, policies table provides a list of issues based on the different policies. The issues by policy category provides the information about the different issues based on the different policy categories. Selecting a specific policy category provides the user information about the issues specific to that category. Issues table lists all the issues. To find more information about an issue, that issue. It gives more information about the specific issue. Again, the user will be able to download the issues in a CSV file. Let's review the existing policy settings. Policy settings. The cost and asset management provides 4 policy settings: underutilized assets, utilization drop of assets, age of assets, and the overutilized assets. The user will be able to modify the policy settings based on the requirement. Now let us review the Insights dashboard. The Insights dashboard provides the recommendations. Currently it is supported only for the AWS accounts. It provides 3 donor charts. The savings dashboards provides the information about the savings the user can achieve by considering the recommendations provided by the cost and asset management. So you can view the savings based on the recommendations and based on the service type and based on the asset type. Similarly, the risk, the donor chart provides information about the number of assets which have the risk. Again, this can be viewed based on the recommendation, based on the service, and then based on the asset type. Similarly, the cost donor chart provides information about the cost occurring due to these assets. So it can be again viewed based on by the recommendation, by service, and by the asset type. User will be able to select a specific recommendation and see why it is recommended and what is the action the user need to take. So the action is shut down the virtual machine immediately and consider for termination. And the reason for that recommendation is virtual machine's utilization is very low. Another important capability provided by the cost and asset management is the tags. The tags allows the assets to be categorized together. Cost and asset management provides support for the provider tags as well as it allows the user to create custom tags. For creating a tag, custom tag, click Add New Tag, provide the tag key and provide the value for that. And then click Save New Tag. A new tag has been created successfully. So now let us apply this tag to the assets. So the tag can be applied to individual assets or it can be applied in a bulk. Let's do the bulk tagging. Search for the tag and then apply tag. So the new tag which we have created has been applied to all the assets which we have selected. Also, cost and asset management allows the user to specify specific tag key as a favorite tag key. Add new favorite keys. In this way, it will allow the users to customize the donut chart. Now the user will be able to customize the donut chart by specifying the tag key. The users will be able to apply the global filter by selecting the filters. They will be able to apply the filter based on the budgetary unit asset account, service providers, the billing account. Click Apply Filters and the filters are applied. It's applicable across all the dashboard. Let's remove the global filtering. The cost and asset management provides support to multiple service providers. Settings, provider accounts. Click Add Accounts. The cost and asset management supports Azure, Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Web Service, software which is called as IBM Cloud, and it even supports the private clouds. So currently cost and asset management provides support to collect the data from the vSphere. Cost and asset management provides a vSphere data collector using which the user will be able to extract the data from the vSphere. To analyze the private cloud data, the first step is the user has to do the private cloud registration. They have to provide the basic information like the location of the asset and the region code and the service category. And then they will be able to upload the data. Click manual upload. Here the user will be able to download the vSphere data collector from here. The vSphere data collector has scripts which helps the user in extracting the data from the vSphere. So the README and the rate card README provides information on how to use the scripts. When the data has been extracted, the user will be able to upload the data and then analyze. In this demo, you have seen how to install IBM Cloud Cost and Asset Management on IBM Cloud Private and configure Cost and Asset Management and explore the various features of Cost and Asset Management. Thanks for watching the demo.